Hello, Taurus, sun signs, rising signs, and moons. This is your May Taroscope from me, Kim, at Expressions of the Universe. And we will have a full moon in Scorpio on May 7th at 6:45 a.m., I think. Yes, Eastern Standard Time. And that is in Scorpio at 17 degrees, talking about obviously like all of the hidden things in our lives that are no longer serving us, and having to figure out what it is that we love, what we're really sensing about what's going on in the world, and making a decision on it. There will be a new moon in Gemini on May 22nd at 1:39 p.m. Eastern Standard Time at 2 degrees. And that's telling me, we're base level of our feelings and how that's correlating with our mind. So with it being a new moon, I'm thinking, we really have to come to a decision on how to integrate our feelings with what our thoughts are and do something different. For Tauruses, this full moon will be in your 12th house. So it's like everything from the past, really highlighting about being isolated and secluded, underworld stuff, dealing with issues from past lives and our past life wounds. The new moon in Gemini, it is in the 9th house for you guys. And so to me, that means expansion, possibly being able to get out and about, higher education, really thinking about what you're going to do with your lives. This is a whole reinvention time for all of us. Now, I did pre-shuffle some of the cards to save us time. Let's see what the planets and the stars have in line for all of you for the month of May. Happy birthday, by the way. Okay, and I'll show these to you once I get them up. So we have Black Lilith, Black Moon Lilith. It's the mystery. These are our past life fears coming up. The underlying issue is Leo, I will. So what is it that you plan on doing that you are going to really make a difference with? Making up your mind to do something. And it's definitely creative, something different. Some of you Taurus, sun signs, rising signs, and moons with Venus and love in the past position, there could be some shakeups there. And I wouldn't be surprised if there were some breakups or arguments, or, with this isolation, the quarantining, possibly, you have come together and bonded better. I would say if you are having issues during this time, maybe, work on how to make things better. And then coming up in the future, it's the 10th house in the world. This is you changing and expanding your career, your status in the world, the money that you're making, trying to wrap your head around your fears, getting out there and doing what it is that you're supposed to do. Also, too, this Venus love, it's saying like, now's the time for you to be doing something that you truly love, instead of just, spending time. Let me grab these cards. Spending time making money, yes, it's great, but if you're not doing what you're passionate about, then what's the point? If you're currently unemployed or not working, this is a great time for you to figure out what it is that you really want to do with your lives, and maybe do something different. All right, let's see what the confirmation is. So on top of the Black Moon Lilith card, we have the ninth house. So that is all about the new moon for you, new beginnings, and that will be taking place on May 22nd, just to remind you. So this is an expansion. This is expanding your horizons, exploring new creativity, exploring new adventures, and possibly learning something new through higher education. On top of the Leo I Will card, here's more fire energy, and this is the Sagittarius card, which Sagittarius rules the ninth house of expansion and adventures and exploration and beliefs and higher learning. So definitely some sort of creative adventure, something brand new coming your way. On top of the Venus I love, we have the sixth house. This is about the self, as far as our daily routines, the tiny details that are going on in our lives. On top of that Venus card, it's the details of your daily routine, possibly with your love, or with the things that you don't love. This is also a caution to start paying more attention to your health and lifestyle, and making sure that you're getting enough exercise, drinking enough water, eating good foods. I know we're all stuck inside the house, many of us, and therefore eating way too much and not getting enough exercise. So there's a big red flag for Tauruses on that, because I know you love the foods, and I don't blame you. On top of the 10th house, the World card, it's the sun. This also makes me think of our solar plexus chakra, your powerhouse. Where is the sun shining for you? Definitely, possibly in a new place. This is your immortal spirit, purpose, your self-purpose, your destiny. There's something better out there waiting for you. All right, let's, I'm going to pull from this deck, so I never know, and I already pre-shuffled these. Okay, so foundation and achievements is coming up in the reverse position here, and so this is saying possibly you haven't been given the recognition that you deserve. The foundation on which you're living is, maybe it's sufficient at best, but it isn't the best foundation. So you really need to take some time right now and think about ripping away that foundation, building a new foundation, something that is more solid and steady, something that will get you the recognition. And that's, I'm hearing financial, like show me the money type of thing. Okay, so movement, choices, and decisions is also in the reverse position, saying, you're not moving forward. Decisions have been stagnant, movement stagnant, choices, maybe there are no choices right now, but you have to think outside of the box. And I'm also hearing possibly you have to go back and take a class or do, learn something new. Think about what it is that you're passionate about and explore that avenue and see what it would take for you to go into that, even in an entry level position. And excuse me, I want to put on a little sparkle, and I don't even know if you could see that. Okay, so on top of the sixth house card, which is interesting, it's the balance card, but it's also in reverse, and it's saying that your health, your lifestyle, your daily routines really out of balance right now, and it's because you're not loving whatever it is, whatever situation you're in. Like I said, it could be relationships, it could be job related, it could be the stagnancy, but you really need to bring yourselves back into balance. If you can, plant some seeds in a pot, even if you don't have a garden. Get out into the garden, do some weeding, do some mundane little tasks that take your mind away. I posted some pretty good tutorials on art relaxation, and it just like keeps just like coloring in these little squares keeps your focus on other things. Truly helps to ground you, and I feel that that's what is needed right now. And coming up in the future, it's memories of love, and this is also in the reverse position, all these reverse cards. But this is talking about, some of you, I'm not saying all of you, but some of you are pining for that lifestyle that we used to have, that previous, from 2 months ago, and the hustle and the bustle and what was keeping you chugging along. And some of you may be stuck right now because of that. Stuck as far as not knowing what to do next, not knowing what to do with yourselves. You're kind of just laying around watching TV, or you're on Facebook and Instagram and YouTube. And I appreciate if you're on YouTube watching this, obviously. But this is more stagnancy that I'm picking up. Real quick, I did pull these. Ace of Cups reversed. And this is talking about a falling out of love. That could be the foundation issue too. Are you in such discord that you're thinking of changing something in the home or moving away from the home? Also, your burdens have been lightened, and so I'm feeling that there's this energy of many Tauruses, not all, but many Tauruses that are very discontent with what they're doing, that they don't have enough to do. So they're kind of going stir crazy. The Hierophant in reverse on top of the balance in the 6th house is telling me you know better. You know that you need to take care of yourself better. You know you need to set up a daily routine for yourselves. You need to tap into the wisdom of what you already know and go back to that tried and true. Even if you're not leaving the house to go to work, or you're not even working at all, get up at a set time every day. Go for a walk around the block, like set some kind of new daily routine. The Tower is coming up. And this is telling me that you have based a lot on a shoddy foundation. Things are going to change. Things are going to crumble. Things are still changing. It doesn't mean total disruption, but a life is disrupted. The time period is of disruption, and we're not through it yet. Now, your angel card, I'm going to start over here. It's patience. I don't know if you could see that, but the patience card immediately says to me that you've got to be patient. Well, no duh. The impatience is what's driving you crazy. Your Shaman card, it's the Moon. This is just a cycle that you are going through. This cycle, whenever I see this Moon card, I think of the number 13 moon cycles. It could also be a 1-month cycle from full to new. So we just had the new moon in Taurus a few days ago before recording this. So this to me is an indication that your cycle will start to perk up on the full Gemini moon, May 22nd. Then you should get some additional movement. Your crystal card, it's wind, and it's not even a crystal card, it's an element. And the wind means the winds of change are coming, things are changing, communications will improve, things will start to speed up. Your animal totem, and this is so cute, It's otter spirit, and it reminds us that we're never alone. The otters are also asking you to be more playful. Stop being so serious. You know, put the pen down, put the device down, get out and play a little bit. Because when we just keep ourselves so busy, especially on devices, it really starts to wear at us without us even knowing. All right. Treasure Island is saying you have so much more than you realize right now, and it's time for you to count your blessings. So, take some time, even if it's a walk around the block, and start to think about the things that you do have, the things that you are grateful for in your life. You have more treasure than you really even realize. Okay, slow and steady. So here we have more patience is coming up. Slow and steady wins the race. I feel that you do need to establish some new routines. You do need to go over things from the past. Maybe think about what is triggering you at this point and work your way through it. But you just have to remember, slow and steady will win that race, and patience is needed. And then finally, what is coming in, it's the bee. And the bee is, well, I think of busy bee. I also think of doing the impossible, because the bee's wings are so tiny that it's pretty impossible that they can be held up with that. This is also luck, industriousness, and sweet victories are headed your way. But I feel that will be towards the end of May, after the new moon. Definitely by June 1st, we should hear some positive movement forward. So did I get everything? I think I did. All right, Taurus, sun signs, rising signs, and moons. That's it. Happy birthday. If you like this video, please share it with your friends. Check me out on Facebook, Instagram, YouTube, Twitter, Pinterest. My website, expressionsoftheuniverse.com. And be sure to subscribe if you're not subscribed. Comment me, give me some thumbs up. Let me know if you like this video or not. Until next time.